Amanfo etoto bo papa ke so papa na memfi menkasa dibidi ako menka hwe me kai ebra yi Ebola baaye no me ne tu kwan efinkran ha DOP asem na mekan eko Northern Voter ye fa every border post from Aflawo to Northern Voter ye fa babia na wahye da tetima no pemi fi no Castro yiraye edi 7 years aba enche ye kwada na adwuma ye koye wada no na enya sam ketwa kra nti oha madwen a me se me nka no hwe no ne ontwen na abripam no me so dia me won me ka kire no che bia bontendon hene na me mo akye anopai bebi a wo bia me chia obebre abontendon hene wo na ye che bi hene me mo akye lawyer Kwame Echampon bra achi wo na ye yabusua pani brachi nso mo akye anopai ese ye bana ye be ye ne ye fufu no ye bana ye bidibi nti na eno no ene ye bedi nkomo akwanhia esi e wo magane mo na ano odin ye pa manka na meboedu baby a ubisa ho say why should it be so official sia akwanhia wodo bi esisi na bako a esi a eye foforo kra na ye ka ho asem edi se ye ka edi si ye ewo buipe emne tamale kwantempo so na those areas tachiman akwa kwapem saa ehonum no ede pa na hye ho akwanhia no so si a nipa wu no doson ekwan no so sabe wa fa saa kwan no so hu se enye kwan a obese eye kef akwa edemu na edem wo mo kwan no so portals ni so bebre se de portals won kran ha no so why eye negligence bi na ekoso ana se eye cars no na ye maintaining yie ana se hihye se ye de bo akwantufo ba no ye ade pa na wo ho na ye bedi sasem no nkomo esan se ayasem hia pa na ya hwe election aye petition so nsamsam ahodo a ekoso ewo ho NDC de nsama ahodo ensia na Supreme Court so hwe nka wasem ni nyina Supreme Court abodi nyina agu aso wo manfa kwampa so anye na man ko ba sa na se na hu hia na so de ana ede apoti na wo ho NDC for be kan people for so de on be kan de afa ho ebedi ho enkomo na fe 2024 ebre nya nui kura na social benefits de obokrata no a daily dispatch animu a na sama wo kanie was it 2024 NPP flag bearer race Baumia and Alan would need each other benefits and say ni patch say Alan and Dr. Baumia umienu no na kwakopre ana se ba ko betu na ba kwedi na chi ye be hwe sasam no ese yaka e be sasa so ye ntu mampa America ye nya hyase ntam dodo ho asam ebeba ye be hwe ne aka wasam nyina na ene kodwo dankwa NDC amayeko no communication team no ka ho bi wono ewo fia be gina mu ama NDC amayeko no na fe Alfred Thompson NPP communication team no wono so eka ho a wo mienu enene minom bi di enkomo afasanse mu abidwafo makwaba da radio asese woma na yesanhia ne na ma me hyase mfamfiri so akwanhia wasam na bibia ho hia me ye pa esanse me pie akwanhia bebre so na minim se de sitie wo mo a akwanhia eto wo mo a se de tibi o mu komu no me hia bebre what is going on wo famu nim die mu wusu ehunu mu ene wadwene mu no ede na kwaso nti akwanhia ne ban so a enye se bia eba na ketwa bio eba nipa ne wu no doso esase de siye no nipa 18 on the spot 45 so prepare nya sam ketwa na epra na mo epra na ebidi so severe say sanhwe ya hospital worker no they might not survive why
especially mini anoma wo gwe Cape Coast and Central region to be precise and mechia here man penyin oye nana adudan kwekufado onyin na bedechie oye Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ye besre nyame mpaebo amaomo na wa amaomo nyansa ni enyidie na omotumi de ebuman ni ye especially in this tiring times no asema ekoso no eya na eya kakra carnage on our roads every year say ye education ye ni nkrofo kasa ye bomozen ye drivers no won kasa ma won so we hwe wa ye ma wako nyama wa drive ye wo kwan no do today most hurricane Tamale Horn Marco Hoda from Kumasi going to Tamale Kwanda. I mean a dim street. Sometimes you even wonder say why isn't all our routes that way, especially Accra to Kumasi, because the way are dim no. If you are driving that way you are at least comfortable and you are free. But in the Damiriti as I'm not work and there now I'm the driver and I break Accra ma na order one of the drivers and that was the cause of the accident. Your best driving the German yeah na or ya no or your break a crack or your brain na or chair there edupe or there to my rest. Otherwise, no, if the bus drivers today most warrior with the planes and maybe they should get 2 drivers. Until when you get to from maybe Tamale to Accra na Bibia, you rest. Then you go the next day because the other driver in Accra now will take it to Tamale. Then the next person will, not interchangeably because this area of the driver not resting and sleeping, and to be truthful to you, Edda during the day, and Edda in you you realize the difference. Yeah. Say it's never the same. Because what that during the day, one day deep to them what that in your bra and then walk down. Until these things are affecting in one way or another. The only thing we can say is that we should know say once you are the person in charge of this steer you have lives that have been entrusted to you. Nkrofu was nkrofu won kwa ahye won sem the enyu nko baby a o de wodo nti e best even if you feel tired whilst driving now one now relax and now rest or baby. That's why we have rest stops. Stop, wash your face, just relax, even if it's about 5 minutes. Sometimes you can a better matinee about 5 minutes a bit da. And that sleep alone is so deep and so good. The area you cannot move on because the road once the journey is long definitely there will be tiredness. Ebeshena won sechi ana wokon echi nyina na abre because remove steer ni nyina na oye exercise na eri inti yebesre is oyesre na yebetumi aye eyi nye aban na obeye bibi wo ho nye eyi my friend then anybody na obetumi aye apart from the person who is in charge of the steer. You can put as many speed ramps on the road. If there's going to be this accident and the drivers and you're careful and now one drive ye and now one dream one day obinem kwa na owo same into ma menyin nko do baby a o edo do a na ejuma ayere ye no kwa into ebesre. I mean the drivers are the only people who can do it, and from time to time I think the GPRTU na or there also unions na as in won so wohwe one drivers are work. Because you can also tell from the person's face, say who dey nipa na bra be ka chen dey wojafo this particular eyineze yen to mema wan ko chen kwa na ye be more spare driver. There should be spare drivers around that. I mean you should be able to pay them something to take you in and out. Na and long journeys I believe the Nkana STC na workita 2 drivers. Inti say ebia ekwa na edu baby na another driver take over na ekro so to my arrest. I don't know whether that is still what is going on. Maybe with the STC, but with the other private buses now, I think they should start adapting that long journeys now, and there should be 2 drivers on the bus. So the moment they abre and then they blink because it's just a second in on your walk. My drive them here to quite your campaign as a baby Ohana Abraham, especially say. On kasi ye de obi te won chen na nyipa korre da no che de or say wasem na kra because you also feel so tired and so sleepy there etonyum ana area den mpo wo bus mas you still feel there. Listen, my men blink 1 second mpo ana bi e be na 19 people to perish in ye bema family shezen wona wa hwe hon kwan ye besre nyame ne mpa eba ma hon na we tum wa carry family together because to lose people unexpectedly, oh yeah, no, yeah, okay. Oh yeah.
Ora tom se ma me what can be about rest stop. Say edu baby ese ye home rest stops na hodo. Me kai ebra ye call Epic no. I think say you were Dr. Charles Reku Brobe and na me kai me refi kakra. But I quite remember say and she said back when buy and say ye basic rest stops our ye highways how do you from Accra to Tamale, Accra to Kumasi, Kumasi to Techima, Techima to Tamale, ye basic rest stops was said beboa ama akwantufoɔ ɛkwa yebenya baby arrest but baako kra
oh they started menyim there from Accra to Cape Coast, you know, somewhere around after Fantiman home baby there's a rest stop there. There were designated rest stops. I mean when you take STC they are supposed to stop there. These are places government are designated and they've collaborated. Collaborated with the people.
Because me took Uncle Kumasi, me took Uncle Sunya, me took Uncle Tamale. Sa rest stop baby me individual rest stops a walk at Kumasi Road, you know. Me who the be away because I buy na yes rest stop we say I buy she because I quite remember past time on my pedal you go for bre. Oh yeah, can see do pain say Epic kana abano ye the best projects in nyina but anyho enti no and no soon to me contributing factor be able to because only pan because I for na rest.
Well, some of these projects no and hwe hu ye person abanka ye nyina na ebehwe na nkrofo manage ne ye na wa akotonsum and it's happening in several places ebehu there aban once people know that this is for aban no the of taking good care of it and it's not there. I would have to go back and check on those projects, you know, whether because me too many kind of people there will see and I will see. But I know say there are some rest stops for Gwekwano so there are some rest stops for Takrade Kwano oh yeah buses in that. But these days most of the time I drive myself so and I go either very early or a little bit late so that the time now, whether you're cool, kakra, or you're them say driver, you feel a little bit comfortable. Inti, I would say yes, the rest stops are good, and I would rather encourage say it shouldn't be done by the government, but the government should have some private partnership, so that at the end of the day, you know, in situation, if you're abandoned, in the next 2-3 years, will be feeder or abandoned, inti, let me run it as I like, and I'm go and family home. Them type of a but when the government does it with a private partnership now, at least you know there's some control, and because of the interest modus operandi of the private companies, you know, they will always make sure there at the end of the day, you know, we so ejumani miye ma ejumani tumpu
baby accident it test in na me pese ya de adwene koso kakra enye baby a eye corner enye baby a curve mu kwani baby kwani demu a esiso bia tumi ko twa ko bokwa bia kwa anka kwehye bia nsi no eho na accident ni esi
that is the more dangerous place because once you have a straight route, you know, why dream mu you say oh kwani is straight, so your mind, your brain becomes dull. But when you know that there are curves and you know you are always always on alert. Oh, she say, hey, me do curve no man. Mami she na me branch ye na pass on country for man be. But air cost straight, no. When you say that's so science, by the time I will realize, you know, then the brain has gone slow or cool into one shiny ye pay. That is where you get carried away and you can slip off. Because yes, I know pay. When we say quite da ho, when you said me go right, me go left, me go straight, I don't know. There are no speed ramps, there are nothing. Into at the end of the day, no one say. I mean, tiaso na menko. Tiaso no. So now wo kona wo hwe we ni ma. Obehwe no na your mind. And you know sometimes you can just be sitting there. Na what start to say wo ton kron. We hu ade no. Indeed, these are things are very dangerous, and it rather should warn us and help us to control our mindset.
We ton se meda wase no pay na. Kwajo amisa kwanhia sama ye kan no. Esi bebre baby etumi si won krankwan so koso ma suboy sa suboy ho se baby accident ni si no kwane dam trudo o ko Kumasi road a baby accident si baby akwane dam a ensa accident si wo ho oko Cape Coast kwan so bi accident si e bi kwan dem inside accident bi si tamale die de bia fi bia bibi besi ne e ba bia e kwan dem pa eye contemporary tan honhom na woye mu no ana se America hunu tu de eden ya kwadwo
ja that's it ma minchia minchia my brother pay ya Alfred na minchia Ghana for nyina no pay o majedwa na o mo hwe we fidi kese ja eye accident etai sisie o kasa no se esuboy ekwan dem aha ekwan dem o hwe baby ti se from memfa na se memfa mfiri anyinam enkan no ufiri yemfa na se anyinam osu no na bia wo bankran a wo ba be fa esiakwa wafa friends and chebi
afa
potrase sabre no se potrase ho no na accident taisi pa me sure say no crack ho binti ana former president Kufuor ehwe say obeyi kwan na firo because na say ho no ayese zegeza kakra wo
so potrase na problem ho pa no na ebi dem say eyebeye
enyebeye
ekwan no ayese
aha
ekwan na chiase ntiriro fi kumase eba osu load no obedi we kwan mu kakra ana do fi akra so ba ono so suludu no eso bedi ha kakra ti so na adwene so kwa kakra bi sansa woni amena mu
sa pepepe
na chi ato ho
sa pepe ntimi ye sure say eno ka ho binti na former president Kufuor hwe say obeyi kwan no e de abeto apedwa chebi achi e pa cho so kan eti nanka ye de enim say anka ye yi sa kwan no kra e de abeto achire no nanka be ma eye accident no abrase but still na accident na gusu ye den ekoso eti na ebisa ye ho say enti ana empo no you identify one of the problems na no achi still na no accident ne yeden eguso yeden ekoso eja eye niema baaku mienu miensa enai enum ene ne ekeka ho ewo se yetimi hwe na yeden yeka ne ye ne di kan eja no kra baaku ewo se yeka ne se ye hwe this issue of accident ewo se eye nipakuo beye enan bi wo ho ewosa omu efa sa sodie ne to omho so ne di kan eye yan ankasa ankora individuals no ne to so mienu eye vehicle owners ne to so miensa eye regulatory eye bodies ana ne to so nan eye aban yen chance free nia edi kan eye ankora eye individual drivers ne ade aja obegie di se ohwe eye yen lorry stations any baby a ye fa car ne ade omo ka trotro omo ka buses ne ade empempi no ansa no bi be rise na wa be ka trotro wa be ka bus no ne oye ne se a mate ana odi mate kakra na na masa oma ne kwan se kokotu car no fa hia me kwan so ne wakotu no de hia no ode san kakra ono so se wa graduate free mate no wo ba be den wo ba be driver eja se menu mienu na eje sa de tum na nipa no wo be driver sebio eye akwan so ahyenso de a ewo so wo huni na sa nipa no wonim enso no wanya akonya wo be den wo ba be driver nipa no ayentete ya wo sen kokom driving school wo sen kokko no ko sua se ne kaka wo sua se ne a se udam kwan we so how many kilometers per hour na wo so kokko sa ne mani na no nipa no wo sua empofrum na nipa no abeyeden o shenkani na obeye shenkani su no oje car sa abre no na opeso yeden otene ni nam eno ye one of the key causes of your accident ya yekunu okwa ye to su mienu
etuahunu se dan ni ho
sa pepepe
sense we wo kan atwemadwene se bibi so because those days na Bedford na iso ene Nissan Homa na fe fansaba tumikum ene angona paturi those kind of you know onipa bedi mate be ye mfie miensa mfie 9 na onso stia mu da and so edu bre be ka so ma kakra because sometimes accident grant ensi esan say onipa be fa titie mu saa so baba be na so ene ona washing bay na otu nkrofo car park ya driver and no so ma yetimi ka about authorities so ka oya osemakoje license and obi timi minimum bia otina ni fie na ye the license amano nipa no kura license wakoto car
a okra license enso no nim car ni twi
ene bebre ene no kore
na me bisa me ho se enti wo a ye de yen tumi ahye mo nsa se e wo se mo manyen eye tumi krata ye tumi de car esi kwan so no anyenye bia e de mpa na mo ya ansa na mo de tumi krata na ye de e de ama enti na me ka se we no eye akuakuo be ye enan individual, the owners of the vehicles, the authorities and government. Now again about individuals eja empempi no nipa bebre no ano drivers bebre no ayeni om no enka na nka be hu police for okwam no mu kura afidie bi eti car na eba na beduru ho no ma ye da kire wanum se anyenye bia ensa bi ewo wanum ana ene hu sa na ma ne bio enka na obehu no na omu kura afidie ufiti about 200 meters 300 500 meters na ye overspeedia ye betimi ade afidie na eden ehunu se asumasi obenten overspeed na eno no a police fo na ho no ya chiwa eden agina nchen na bibi wo ho ane ye ne wa eden ye ne waka sa ne mani na na ja besi nne ame na okasai ye hu sa ne ma ne di ho bio on say about 3-4 years ago enkomo bi baya ne ye di a ne ye mandatory ye roto me ba chokai. Look, one of the major causes of accidents. I mean, I've worked with a civil society. Issues about transport and the transport sector. One of the major causes are abandoned vehicles on the road. Emo baby, yet doctor be no what a year and cocoa. What then a car ko share car kesi biase. E di enti na ba sa because car kesi no abesai esikwam. Because you need road friends and tow cars ibia you bet me you free kwam no na wa package kwan it is all na wan nye ahweye kakra bia odi agrada ba ko sheka nas it emra some mandatory road tow yi ne ba he no sa bre na me adwuma with the Center for Transport Security Dialogue asema ye kan ne say yes ehu be hia say wo se yenya tow e wo kwan nim na hwe eye proposal a wo ma na ko me adwuma die no me ba ya sa rest stop ni ade a wokan no mo so mbesi bi ewo ya kwan major roads no so some kilometers apart enti so oduru ha na so wabra emfa ne so fi akra okokuma ase waduru bi a suhum wabra no wapaake boko mo ba bi a betimi arrest ho arrest ho wi awa den wato aso so sa ne mai ewo se eduru bra wo se sa nkomo no ye hwe ne ye den ye didi sa nkomo no ebi se bio ene ye se corona ba but corona no ebekuma ebia na ebekum nipa ba ko mienu otena kum nipa miensa ene enan enso accident enya si pe wa hwe yi a nipa edu wotwe hra no mu na ahrom kra aja ebia no ye ka individuals no ye nka car owners obi wo ho no ma otoka no de ma driver say driver nka ne de ne say driver aba no de ne ye sales side e de abre no wo hwe say anyenye bia car no sebe ejina ne nan so obetimi aye adwuma a enkofa onye nani akwanhia bia ma na emre bi na me firi eye osino bankran anadwo na ja me nam kwan no so ameba no ka bia eba eja se wa hwe yi a uhu pose ka no e light
bebre
na me bisa me ho se enti wo ba no nya careful kakra bi na o overtake wudi agora one ka no bebo mpu ni mpu na no ede eyare wo sem ede akwanhia na ebe eden ebeba ejade ba ko nso wo se ehwe ene se e wo se yenya certain regimes especially obo mko long journey no se obu okọ long journey a car no because any kilometer per you know ebia e wo 220 obetime tia akopim 200 because e kwan no da ho nti wo so wo yede otia no okọ e wo se edu bra e wo se ehwe se e kwan beba mu pa wo se adjust om kilometers you know eti se obetime akọ 240 a otia so kura no a obakọ abro so 120 na wo se ehwe na saa niema we ni na no ye den ye di hu dwuma ejade ba ko nso ne se empempi accident esi ye a ene esi nipa hin na ewu nipa edu wotwe osan ana he nipa du nkunu na ewu look unim se accident ni betumi esi but nipa dodo na nke ebi ewu ye no nke su betumi ate se ye niema bi ya ka se apply Kumasi Accra road takra de Accra road most of them any seat belt ye na so enim se seat belt ya dia e boni pa ho kwan enkwa ho ban yie pa in the case say when ya den accident. Meaning member of parliament bi a that time na more center for transport security dialogue no wo ba ya wo ka say wo ba boayen no wa hyen ma ama yatumi aye adwuma no na sensitize people about seat belt if you say o say sabre no wo eye USA enye seat belt na bono no konya accident bi anka sabre no anka oto amunum ha anka onya konya kra wa be member of what parliament. Enti authority omo a ye de eye dwuma di aso mo nsa so mo be di ho eye dwuma no road safety commission eye DVLA amafo be register mo car mo hwe say nipa be register kai anyenye bia seat belt ego mo no eye adwuma afen so ehu be hia say yanka san so ye wo se educate ye ho akwantufo empepi no say obi kofo car na otu kwan car na wafo no possess seat belt wo mu pa ebe ya din se sa asumesi ana obente no seat belt obebo ana mbisa me wo se sebe eno no eyedien enti abre no agya mo so wo se mo boaye media no e wo se mpempi no mo de to abontene na mpempi ni educate amanfo se unkwa hu hia akwanhia de yes yebetimi aputu all the measures yebetimi aba but ba ekwan ben so na be fa sebe se anka wonsa na betwa sebe onsa no hu be fiti keke ene ne se obebo seat belt na ye nso no eye media no na ye educate public no every now and what and then na se yes megimi di se eja ebedru bi brebia se eye kwanhia no kura be sia eja casualties ebeba no ebeye what minimal na ye nina ye ho atoyen e woden akwan so eja de ba ko nso a e wo se ye ka ho asem eye nuanom aya posifo eja no kura ni nyame anim ni yes eto da bi ebinim yo madwuma ye but ebimu so wo honom a wo de ka nam kwan so na wa ye overloading no wo de ka nam kwan so na wo over speed driver anomonsa wo de ka nam kwan so a a certain part of ebia ne car light no kra enya adwuma ne tail light enya adwuma navigator enya adwuma no na police ni ache no naja na wo so hwese emra no ani nipa no bedi no ne ohia ne se wa pe bibi kakra na mpepi ni omo ye ne se omo de eyi no da sha ne license book nim se na wo de ama eye police ni no ase ne waje license na wo ye den wo hwe no ne wa scan de ahye ne botom sabe omo ye ne sa omo muwa ye nyina ebia ene eye kwaku manu unim no police ni unim kwaku manu but ebia ochina ebeye wo fani ababi eti ewo se ye keka no mpanyifo se ye keka ma efuno no ne ye de ye keka ma dampan ehu behia se wo se ye na ye tu ye hu esi ho ne ye each other's what keeper because ya anya ne sa enye ye ne twato eja eye aban so wasodie se eniema bi wo ho a wodi begu akwan mu if say empempi no eye friend say emra ene ho akade a ye behwa ye be ma akwan so aye jojoni na no aban ne was e wasodie se wo so wo ye wo ye enti e wo sa aban so ye na afamu die se ne be ya eye Ghana fo a sebe ye kwa ye ba no ye nso ye bebo ye kra ene ye nipadua ho ban eja
kojomi da se papa na asoma ye kan nipa bebre na person ko mo be kire o madwene e wo ho na enso ye hwe a ebe ya dense bitumi ama mu nyina mo mfa mo comment mfa ye Facebook wall eba abeje bre na ya kenkan na afi wonso wadwen kire ho no yatumi ehu se dia esitie pa Rosemary Sare say
ade ntwa ase kakra when say ko jo afa aban be ma kan ye mu hu but accident nkrofo mienu ana omo ahi omo titiriu ni the driver and the passengers.
Yeah.
Sometimes we call bus mu ana we call ebi atrotro mu ana bibi. Na te say aye ka nose mask ni ade. E am hwe trotro bi mu a na obi mbom nose mask wo. Na me bisa me ho say do they really know what is happening? Obi hu say driver na eco speed. Nimpa ba ko be ka say oh driver to book akre. Then the rest will charge on him. Hey, ye pentem ye nyina ye ko we hu. Forgetting say at the end of the day accident na ba ebe affect mu nyina enko hwehwe nimpa e ka say o driver tobo ana driver saboteur na yenko because at the end of the day no with the 5 hours so with the 2 hours so we'll still get to the same destination no nti mesre the passengers are equally responsible as the driver say etina basem na hu there driver na nyu akum ana opedo da tell the driver to step aside and rest a bit say 5 minutes 10 minutes oh ma on relax ma ontina we just to rest. No, if you don't do that, at the end of the day, your life, omo 19 omo no, can we bring them back?
No, we can't.
The 19 omo no, ebia na back one na menu can be wom. Say driver, who go speed do, another driver we nukum. Jina nche na relax. The rest did not listen. Na ka obia to na no sima. Na ka 19 no, we could have saved their lives. In your best way, you can blame the government, you can blame the road sector, you can blame the GPR, you can blame anyone. But the driver and the passengers are the critical people that they should be looked at. Okay. Because now if the police is standing there at one point, now at the point of ammonia accident and there's no policeman there, it's that small portion. And the people are almost suffered through any driver no, any passengers no. It's your best way. The duty and the responsibility of each and every passenger is to make sure that they are moving with a driver. One, omo who say we arrest ye. Omo who say onko overspeed. Omo who say ne ni nkumo ka no mo. Ebebo ahia nyina.
Ebebo nyina mpa. Na yehwe obi eye AU Farouk Ewotamare. O say on the susu say government enye serious research e was Akratamale road no. Yehwe say what exactly is wrong there? Ebia we might think say ekwani dem into muko speed but say ke tu enya bre eye research hwe muko akire ya ye betumi hu the fundamental issues unti a na akwanhia no etasi wo enti Farouk emi say wasama kan de ye betumi aboa ye pa sanso na Rosemary Asare o UK o say education hu hia ye pa edu ba bia o ka say driver ni driver currency o ka say bia asema say bia na mo enye no o so no wadi watam na okone ba bi enti sane market no ayade ese ehwe ne tumi kan wasem ye pa manso anan Bernard so say some corruption and the political interference into no ye the nipa be kosisi di bre bi a enya osuahu na wo ne nimdi owo say di bre no the political agency no point ye na kokoto enti dem bi eso tumi ye de boa that particular sector ne tumi so original no ye tumi enye ne na mu yo sa enti akwanhia no ebeko so sie eno ye no so de ba no so good morning Jakwabena betumi afa okay okay o say driver for mo modern so betumi di mra shen camera nyina so na wo drive responsibly overtaking for so bia ni so mirika huna sha mechanic de dwane wo na question
passengers with
sa wo na be say yanim haya sa sprinter for early morning
aja hu hwe on the 7th of December me ko mikro makoto aba na ekwan no so wo ba bi me duru ho na me tie pie na me park e na me call organizer bi ho ti organizer na okwan ho pe na obetu me tie ti me te ho a me twen so be ye tie ne no de akosha no da ma me na me te ho no kwan no so no ja ka no hwim na we ya fa hwim na ei na no mo yesa asemasa wo tie nti na okasa wo so timu a sa na we
truth birika hunu
eti ye nyina na awose ye boye na ho kokko
no be ka driver ye pente ka ade ntina wo slow sa
enti ese ye hwe ade nde ese ye tumi wurawura bebia na bebia oha no fili ye tumi pa no masibre na ye nyina ye nkwa eda esan mu na ye hwe kwadio
aja
ayi bode nsam nsia akọ ni nyina ya bo agu last one ya ebogu ye no rade ya ye motion to inspect EC documents no so far
no cre
mo kwa na mo ba
aja no cre Supreme Court ensensem and the court say ensem nsia oka applications are they akoto court in anymore most of them about 6 of them ni na o mabogu and then radio mo sanso bogu ye Supreme Court nsem aja oka na waya hweye kakra na wo hwe ne ekoso ene ensem no ayedie no aja yemu bi no ajajefo ebaaye anapiemfo no baaye a ombebo nsem gu ye ne ye ho dwiri ye yie pa de enti a ye ho dwiri ye ne se aja ye de na ye pere yo ye pese ye benya fair hearing enunti ana Chatuchi Kata lawyer what the application call say eye nkrata ma me Jane Mensa ehwe so a obobo na aba no ene eho eya akade a wo hwehwe so de ye ne elections no ye be pese anka benya konya ne ehunu sankrata de bi edienti ana lawyer Chatuchi Kata what this application e call a Supreme Court to anim say nka wo momwa na nka yehunu sankrata no na before kwa ye be apply and as the application e court no na ya tworo de ma e first respondent e electoral commission say o e be ya mo na mo se mabobo aba mo na mo se mo hwe nkrata bi so na mo de bobo aba nkrata mo hwe so no mo de mo mfa mayen if you Ghana mrampo na nse yan che ana ye pass the right to information e bill e Ghana mrampo ma ho kwan say we a state agency na se eye nipa bi na akuo bi e pay information a eja ehun eni kwan say I was a starve sankofo of the information. And until Ubakaya Electoral Commission on the 18th of December 2020, I'm there to abandon we a man for car say, one more configure one more a year machines, no. Omo den krata bi betuja. Na jan krata no mo de betuja no mo ka asembi. Na me pese a year asem mo kan no. Me share na unu of tie for ayeden ehun bi. A press release by the Electoral Commission on the 18th December. Her last paragraph now. I say, we assure the general public that all data generated before, during, and after the elections has been preserved and will be made available by any interested party in a transparent manner when requested through the laid down process.
Enti okuo ankrankra bi epe bibia no de se betumi aka sofa emrakwan so bisan ko ade a
mo ene emrakwan no so ne say ye betoro de ama isi ni aka se o ye pe eye sankrata o betumi aboan sankrata we ni ye nso se be yehunu se be ni awotoro won krata anim ene ma na won krata anim ade be emeki wo judgment odi ye we eja enti ye toro koma isi ansakra na ye make application wo court isi ni se ebo wono de sabi won tin so dogo bi no abe enya de wode eye nia ye hwehwe no wode be ma enti na eho ahia se e wo se ye court na court no e hye isi no na isi no de nkrata na ye de e de mai because isi ni na ye the custodian of the original document e ba cho eja out na make na se e bio e de enti na hu hia se wo se ye koje sankrata eja wo be kai se on the 9th Electoral Commission ebe ye na dwuma a wo bebobo abato ensunsuan so a wo se President Akufo-Addo na awi ni no on the 10th no de nkrata eba betu dwa nkrata de betu dwa no me wo bi wo ha san nkrata no no be ka se eye yes President Akufo-Addo na awi ni de na mom in announcing the results no oye mistake it's mistake oye no san nkrata de ba on the 10th no de be corrections of on the 9th. Now, sa correction according to ISIS, so obey sa correction according to ISIS no. Or say correction no affect numbers na presidential candidate ni nya e won affect anybody's number. Nemom total valid vote cast no and no affected because so you see total vote cast instead of total valid vote what cast. It's any mom they be affected. Now so figures ya what ba on the 9th. Now figures ya what ba on the 10th no. A year correction will be making no affected on the 10th figures of the individual presidential candidate. It's a man John Dramani Mahama or 1,707. O man penny Akufo-Addo woman and mama kumako ha eduoso and 9. Anything any lawyer for said that be one abe declaration. Adekye wo say wo be correction and won't affect the candidate's number. And then you be a correction no affected the candidate's what number and in krata wo he so a wo de yes a correction no fama yen ni so ye hu san krata no ni hu na kwan ye fa so a President Mahama na aba so to ye e kwan ye fa so a President Akufo-Addo ono so ebi be den e be kan ne de ho eja si ebisa sa asem we a na ya ye bone ebi o hwe e friend say regional summary sheet a free Eastern region by it's a typical example of which in tia ye adwen say is in my original document na ye inspect we Eastern regional summary sheet na by no yen NDC for ye dia na ye won so na ye friend say ye agent ayeden assign na EC stamp bia anye den eni so EC so the another one buyer na ye agent sign here. In this case we had two different summary what sheet from Eastern region. Again thing that was a banner sir. EC are we custodian of all the documents. One are generating a summary sheet. What generating summary sheet? NDC dey crown different. MPP dey crown different. One kasa so dey crown different. And now exactly where Eastern region there. Where near NDC for dey crown any. And no hwa NDC Jama come on Simon John Dramani Mahama. EC the way e buy. No obehu say we colored ayibi ha na e blue edini e na wa hai. No nobody signed for John Dramani Mahama. It's a banner saying and a electoral commission sabi oya abato baako oya emoboye baako na some shit ade be ba no NDC quite different MPP quite different na one kasa so quite different enti na hu be hia say wow ye custodian of the original pink sheet custodian of the original document no what be ba na yen so aye interested parties no sebe ne dey compare ye de ne hu say anyenye bia ne ade maye no sebe na friend say aye ne wo say wo de maye na say enwo enye ne wo say wo de maye eno nti an ye call Supreme Court a na ye ko hwese Supreme Court be boa yen na yen so yatumi aka ya asem uye no so to nche eja aye Ghana mamra e kire yen say abranu bia no e wo say ye fair in listening to interested what parties. And look at Ghana's constitution. Article 23 no a chirem pefe e was ade na ma me read article 23 na ma now ne we tie for enti he article 23 of the Ghana's constitution administrative justice administrative bodies and administrative officials shall act fairly and reasonably and comply with the requirements imposed on them by the law, and persons aggrieved by exercise of such acts and decisions shall have the right to seek redress before a court or other tribunals. Say operative word no or say shall act fairly and reasonably. So in this case, easy una conduct elections. If you want to act fairly, o person obiaji wudi senia wankasa wo motto ekere where easy release we motto ewa ha. I say transparency, fairness and integrity. So if you want transparency, o person emu enyema no ye fine. O person amanfo hunu say sebe why ye o de peripero ya adwuma. O person ye hunu say sebe integrity is a friend say is intact. E dey na si ho kwan sa wonya boni bia enkrata wo de ye elections no wo de be ma interested parties ni ehunu enkrata no mu ni ehunu say okay isi we de wo di dwuma so no isi we de wo ye ni ye adenti na wo de tete and yes no fan tete adenti ana wo ma ye ehunu enkrata
you know omo chese sa yi am so obi say nyina no mo obi dada enti se mo obi dada de adenti na mo say foforo
isi me kire ayi bi mu ha wante ase me kire me pacho ma me sa document we na me fan kire na de this document so where Eastern Regional Summary Sheets. Okay. Fair nye wono our agent assign here.
Okay.
Nye easy wono your agent in sign here and the figures are different.
So your business which is which.
So which is which? It will be though, but nye wono you different from their easy where they oh it is a will be na o different from here and if how dey ebra eni abra ni em fan company e hwese anyenye bia na ade ma no whether it reflect what you also have. Ebio say obeye your friend is saying corrections on the 10th. Who say oboba aba no on the 9th and I got meboa. And obeye corrections on the 10th. Obeye no e manu bia den asesa. It means that who document be arrest because corrections na be no and I say calculation na no. It was not out of vacuum and oye calculation no. Who bibi so na ade ye den. Odi calculation no. It in your house so odi calculation na ma John Dramani Mahama ma no eso teye no. Fasa eye homa ne bra. Ni ehunu say oh anyenye bia ehuma we so na ahwe na wo hwe uhun say Eastern region eye ema say na eye John Dramani Mahama nyan say no nyan eno na akaka bom ena ma ne ma no a say bi onya on the 9th na wa boy na so say on the 10th ni na ye hunu. But you see aja the entire electoral commissioner why the boni be say adamant in all of this ne say eye say bi okro no bobi enwiamu bi ekoso e wa batuo ni enu nti yes enu nti no ntumi mfa aye documents na nyade e ma ene si bi ba be kirem aja aye Ghana mamra chere article 63.3 of Ghana's constitution e wa habet me read am osese ye koto aba ni ye to aba ni wia ansa na isi betime declare obi a se won odi nkunim abato no e wo se nipa ni nya eye ema no papa no eto ye no ohamu nchichemu eye aduonum ene echiripo baako eko eti isi ubaye o declaration no na wo se nko hwese anka nipa wo wi no nya 50% plus 1 but declaration obaye no obi ye ni ho nya 50% plus 1 enu nti se obi nya 50% plus 1 na isi abeka se obi nya 50% plus 1 na emei sabi ye bepa no hontoma e wo se ne nkrata wo de yes ade na wo so ye den o de te na de nti aja obi nya 50% plus 1 no me ba ye den abachiro mu aja wodi se on the 9th electoral commission aba no obewo boy no wo beka kire Ghana fu na me yete ase se total valid vote cast ateni aja o se total valid vote cast was 13,434,574 o se president Akufo-Addo enya 6,730,413 enyame na meka electoral commission eka and so what they multiply by 100 no president Akufo-Addo nya 51.595%. Eja ya fire calculator ya kwose dem a ye ya adin say ah me nya nkuntabuo no foforo ni ehunu say nyanya bia electoral commission wodi nukure bi no ye hunu say nkunta no obu ye no se bi na nukure die ni if you say calculation no ye hunu say emma no president Akufo-Addo nya no e translated to just 50.098%. But sometimes I know about no. One more catch and say about no boy and what they just a year 274 constituencies per and a boba when is 275. If you say not touching myself, we nya a year a man if you want in the MI. Emojina so can say empo so when you 274 when him say what the touching myself and money na ma John Dramani Mahama and ya John Dramani Mahama beti medin kunim e wa batu nim. Enunti ana obobo ma no. And also na twetwe aso kakra na ka say sa na tie dia. Yemfa emma no se na yisi kan yemfa ma John Dramani Mahama ni yenye calculation ni ehunu se anyenye bia president Akufo-Addo eye 50.98 no a ye calculation onya no obetime anya sa eja ye calculation president Akufo-Addo nya just 49.625%. Enu nyem ehunu se dabi ma me no ne Ghana fo ani ndukure president Akufo-Addo enya 50 eye plus 1 it is a sanet here dia article 63 eye 4 no kire se obi anya 50 plus 1 e wo se ye kɔ ne ye kɔto aba no den ebio nti ehu behia se wo se ye kɔto aba no bio enu nti anya di na akɔ den akɔgina court se court no nka se eye declaration na wo ye no it was unconstitutional if obi anya ho nya eye 50 plus 1 na je di ni kɔgina court no maami asɛm a wo bɛka ene ne awaka nyina ne say oh eye mistake na me ye ma be corrections on the 10th ama mu media mo ka chen so say isi ni so be correction dia adenti ne ye mfa ne correction no ne enyu so sa figures no eja na correction be ye no on the 10th no aba o de by as total valid vote eye cast no was 13,119,460 and o de by eti ne enyu say wa be correction on the 10th no all court no sa emmanuel no de be court say eno na ye total valid vote
cast de no de by na o ye correction on the 10th no so all court no de so de ko
10th yes sir wa be correction o say no na ye correct a few years enti enim say court o ko no eno na de be ko aja ne enwanwa etwa ye nsunum a ye dwene ho a ye nte ase na ebo ye mpusa ene say ma me no ekodu court no o the different figure ene de court say eno na ye total valid votes eti on the 9th or the different figure on the 10th correction obey or the different figure on the friend say court now responding to your petition also no and also on the different figure or the 13,121,111 sorry and what the back court say and no total valid vote e ho ne say bo eba ne say na electoral commission ba ko pedipa ba ko a wa ye eye abato ho eye dwumadie na wo the figures e ba wo the 3 different figures as we speak ana ade ba eno na ma hu hi I say e wo say yetimi frɛ isi no na the document o he so a wo di nya say ma miensa no ye hunu document no na ye comparison if say jaba kaya what the eye summary sheet from all constituencies as ko gu ne friend and the website so when you see a download this summary sheet from all constituency e won the website so ya keke ma e wo e summary sheet no e bom no 275 ni bom no na e 13,218,633 and also different yes na man say na electoral commission back wo figures ade be na no sabe ni na ye different enaja se sa asem wo ye Ghana ni ba na sabe wo ye badwen ba yie pa wo dwene nsem bi ho a wo ba hu ne se bibi ankoso ye o ba bi electoral commission odi niam bi ye de tete Ghana for enu nti na nei won fa nkrata amra ne ehwe ne ehunu sabe ne etuamu no wo se nkrata no me ya na me ehun adwuma so nya ade a me de beba ene matena so me mfa ma na Ghana mra nso eche am yete ase say ya bobo aba I was say agent of the representatives of the candidates no mo ho no or was so sign wo say wa be declaration why mistake asema ye bisa ne say wo ye mistake ni wie eja kwabena na wo ba be corrections no anyenye bia wo frɛ woni a wo ye agent ne bo amane e ma mo bodi omani ko twa wi sie ebehwe emu hunu say ampa mistake no waye na figures ne wo say 1 2 3 na mu manye 2 3 4 if is empanyinfo say sabi number nu esu mfidi a ye number nu na ye den sabi utirimu fan a enti amo eku ana enti amo eku enti ba ne sen ana maame wo eye jenmensa wo de sa de we na ye den wo de tete and you see ni na ka ho nti na enei ye wo court ye say application say I was say electoral commission no wo de eye nkrata ni na ye den wo de ba na yetimi ye hwem
so say mo famra mu wo yi Eastern region de no eno ene de wahi ena na ye mfumso wo mu wo de compare other areas ni nyina regions ni nyina regions na makomako 16 enti Eastern region kwanya all the Eastern region ni nyina na problem wo na say a particular police center bi na problem no wo
aja
say a particular center there ene na utu Eastern region etu ka say Eastern region ni nyina na net sa enti some of those documents ni nyina bi there be a problem kakra no why don't you use those areas no
aja one ye wo a friend say Eastern region and ye nya akonya ye hunu say
okay
isi no figures na ode ma na ni we ni different ni aka ye nya akonya hu enti na say for original documents ni den emra ni ye nya comparison ni ye hunu baby a etochima ni baby anya den antochima na wan for original document aba ama ye ba dia hunu say sabi adwuma a wo ye na adwuma so ana say nya adwuma so enu nti eneja sabi the discretionary powers of the court wa ene omu use no me etwetwe maso kakra bi seja oya constitution article 296 na eja ede asem na article 296 of Ghana's constitution eka eja ti article 296 o say where in this constitution or in any other law discretionary power is vested in any person or authority that discretionary power shall be deemed to imply a duty to be fair and candid. Shall be deemed to imply a duty to be fair and what? And candid. B. The exercise of discretionary power shall not be arbitrary. Eja utitwi say me. Ni abrofu yi ka se kire say. Ni abrofu yi ka na kire say. Si e ma utumi ya oban ni ma utumi se wankasa wo nim die mu wa adwene mu. Fire nsusudie bia enwo se wo yusu sa tumi ma ne broso
nti wo say yusu ama na broso
wo yusu ama na broso eno kra no enye isi ne nko a me in my opinion okay the court has not been fair to the petitioners. The discretionary power or the bo yen cases no applications e dia koni na agu no wo yusu sa discretionary power na ama na broso and it has not been fair to the petitioners. And we hear any kukuda lawyer kukudam. Professor Kwekwaza, o si da bi Supreme Court. Wa nya de say o boss anya ma ye dey. Egu ye. Say ya pere ye ne hunu say ade na mu da ho fan na wo se nka ma easier. Ono na enkrata na o ye custodian of it na o se nka ma na deba. O he Kofi Bentel. O si da bi easy any Supreme Court. Mo anya ne se ne wo se mo ye dey mo ye no. Say ye pere ye dey a I was thinking my electoral commission ma me no o de nkrata na ye den eba metia lawyer for kukudam bebre say that you have not been fair to the petitioners.
Yes, see one fa amay no the substantive case am wankasa no ye mu nyina so say ma me former attorney general the two years say emfa wo say ensam nyina Supreme Court aboagu no mu wo case pa mu ye sure say mu case am wo no wo nyina so mu du abewi ase no enkunibre modea
aja so nim see about do amamu no ye de saade we na ye adwuma me pa cho wo hu adekode we den Ghana's constitution. And emre wo Ghana ni na no e taking roots from this constitution. Ana Ghana mamra ne kire se ye kwakoto aba ti o eja article mankind honema article 63.3 ti asem article 63 or say a person shall not be elected as president of Ghana unless the presidential election unless the presidential election the number of votes cast in favor is more than 50% of the total number of valid votes cast at the elections. And a valid vote cast in a cry any yenim anaja meboa ebi nso pay calculations ya pay isi na nkasa ni declaration any ho calculations ya no obi en ho nya 50 plus 1 enti Ghana amamra na kire say wa nya 50 plus 1 na article 63.3 and say obi en ho ye president and article 63.4 no emma ye antidote to that anti article 63 4 no. Also, where at the presidential election there are more than 2 candidates and no candidate obtained the number of percentage of votes specified in clause 3 of this article, a second election shall be held within 21 days after the previous elections.
You've been calling me
Ghana mamra no akyerɛn kwan ye be dey
the SSC na
etino ye case ni dey ye case and who calculation am ye dey the man wa ye hunu say president Akufo-Addo wa nya 50 plus 1
but wo kasa ye mu no wo kan say bra Supreme Court se gina wie ye no lawyer for Dubri yakasa mi lawyer Azar ene mo lawyer for me nim lawyer for e bia wakasa
Imani say either Kofi Bentel ma menhwehwe mfama I think it's either Kofi Bentel and say Bryce Simmons o mu baako akasa afa say adwumadie hu ene a lawyer my reading bebre wo online so a lawyer for bebre na akasa
okay so je kwesa white dia na say
no almost say the Supreme Court say send your course they as a anye fair to the and they should have granted the application.
Let me cross check Franklin Kujo Kasa
and Frank me say either Kofi Bentel and I say Mame Shema
no see na memra Yura Thompson so
niye kenyina ne say Jacob
na very sure some now
yes me hwede am niye kenyina ne say look Ghana ha ye wo no ye na ya jatum say ye dododo amamuo ene kabi ma kabi na be ye adwuma enu nti ne ye to aba ya nte ase no ye call Supreme Court say Supreme Court nhwe ne ye nka ne ye ne ye nka mfama ye ana meboa nti ekoba ne say ensem no aye ka no say at some point in time say anya fair to yen a na justice aye hwehwe no say justice no aye adwuma
me da say we eye Kojo Dankwa and this communication team member na one so akane tin very very long pa na me shara na me man kwan sha won kasa say sans wono e na won dey asam na court tin no ni chire mu ne de beba na se de hu nneema fa no eno betumi aboa me yatumi agina so akoye de se yatumi eye nyina na messages in de bebre eba edoso pa na mo ntwere tintin mo ntwere tintin ase na be betumi akenkan nyina ede amamu na ye hu se de titi ade na ba na ateko eba na eko ode mamenko no Fred Thompson so na fi yehwe mo so asemu eden a efamo ho esanse mo party Frank Atuni na oye kwaduboni a na so de asama no de otoso mienu uyi letter commission to nchen a ensem makomako ensia dis for de kwa nyina no ya de application of de kwa nyina no ya bo 6 ni nyina e de agu ama no wachirichiri mu say seri last one no wo so bia wotie na asam no fa ho no wo so hunu ni say
yo me da CP on the merbesha asa mesha se won ona ne krata ya oze no also presidential this one says CI 127 presidential election regional results summary sheet say wo hot fine now me per say one kasa wo chair me AEB. Look at Eastern region. How many constituencies do we have there?
I don't have.
Do you have an idea?
I think it's 33.
33.
So, yeah.
Okay. Now, there were at the front page is the one NDC is proposing that they had from the EC, and the last one is the EC's own. wo hwe Nsroma me pese wa wo boma obi ate wo hwe ECD na ECD ni with neyi no petrol den time na wo ho no
9:39 a.m.
9:39
a.m.
or na PM
p.m.
PM, thank you. Now wo hwe NDC for de na omo de ni petrol den time na wo ho
Very black. I think 6:40 p.m.
6:40 p.m. There is no way you can tabulate even the infant is 30 constituencies in Boa. Post no pon 5 o'clock, my boy. They are going to close at 5
Regional
o'clock.
Pepacho, where they
No,
information. Original, you know, after even the next day.
Okay.
If we are going to 3 days, 2 days.
Okay.
So the arguments cannot hold.
That
Argument cannot
hold. 7.
Just look at the
next day, 8. Until there is no way on back tabulating and look at the results that came. What I say is na kasa no mo pese omo ye my friend saying omo bought results no
within 24 hours.
Within 24 hours. But because of the way the results were coming in, and Eastern region mostly no, there's no way you can get everything for the regional.
How?
Oh, take the Eastern region, the enclave. They call Afran Plains money nyina. By the time I won sabeka no, not even 12 hours up. So there's no way or more results or more bono a correct a sheet. Now and on dancing into this one I discredit it from day one. And on dancing wakasa fine na me bisa me ho one question. Woko bank says here now called deposit sika. Say we be sign the form, we be fill the forms. We fill the forms ni wie a bank no be form copy original no. Now we so wafa we duplicate copy. Mpecho woko na ebia almost send you text message. Na sika na we to me 10,000. Now we sheet ni che say 10,000. Now we text message no e buy no e say 9,000. Then na we buy bank na we call bill. Now what do you do?
So the sheet in the better almost say.
Thank you very much. What do we receipt no and now we duplicate copy of your what we call change say listen me bet here 10,000. Wo information aba no 9,000. What is happening? Won ko na won ko kan che bank ni say fa wo receipts bra na me hwe say sika na metua no 10,000 na sa na ye no. That's not how you do it. Wako who blame it easy say easy area. And you know the funny thing? Every information you need from the EC is on their website. Regional tabulation, everything is on their website. It's on the EC website. And the EC is not hiding anything from you. BBI should be easy on or that one website until you can mention figures and play jargon and do everything you like. Eric Okoton, judges need to say one thing. In fact, it was Akutampa who asked the CA Ketia, say you are claiming and you've claimed over and over and over again. Say easy elections now mobile was wrong. And they asked you a simple question. Where is your tabulated results to show, say, I have done my results, I've tabulated it, and I realize, say, easy figures not zero band, or you're wrong. You don't have anything. He said, okay, I mentioned it straight away, say, they don't have any tabulated results. Because
you remember come
they asked him, and he said they did not have any tabulated results. They said, okay, in your petitioners now model by did you even state that you have this and that you needed EC's own to compare and show, say, EC was making a mistake? Or say no. And Chikata also stated it. In fact, the judges even asked Chikata, say, you've been complaining. Where is your AE? Or say they are under no obligation to give them any tabulated results. But they are here as petitioners to tell them, say, EC, try and throw. You see where the problem is? You are accusing me, say, you do not want, you can't prove, say, you don't have anything to show, say, but you are telling me, say, you think I'm a thief. So I should prove that I'm a thief. Where is the logic?
Maybe I never know fire. Whether cockroach say.
Me, I was saying, you know, please, well, let us do this with decency.
But so we share some can. Or can say me so call easy website. Okay, if I know, or see different figures. on the 9th, the other be different. 10th, the occur correction a different. The other court a different.
Do you know the only figure you can use from EC? The gazetted result. One. And they've gazetted it and put it on their website. What is your problem? On my gazetted result, no, they are on website, no. So where is your problem?
It's your fun say the war website, no. Are different from the court now? And any befa.
That is where now you can ask them a serious question. There, this is your gazetted result, and then their website, no. So that they have not even done. They are here me say NDC. Your homework BI. They just want to throw dust into people's eyes and proclaim, say, Mahama, almost share the whole game, as you know. Almost declare, say, Mahama a winner. They told Ghanaians, Mahama went on TV and said that they have won the elections and people should go out and jubilate. Almost call shit ties near their work, so. Echimo Kokota, I didn't a man court say, Mahama a winner. Namuko court say, Echiobian winner, na yen rerun. Why did you go? Well, so it's one misleading after misleading after misleading after misleading. It tells us that that is the status quo of the NDC. NDC for anything to complain about and even show. They up to now may catch up on authority. Say they haven't even tabulated their results. They don't have any results. They haven't tabulated their results. Bibi omuyebia friends ECDN no more there. And they signed 12 out of the 16 regional AE. True or false? 12 out of the 16. There's only 4 that they didn't sign. And so what is your problem? Then you come and you show us things are and jammy and jelly. You want us to believe you always. When you come and sit down and shout, and you think we should buy into that. Please. Ghanaians have passed that stage. And yesterday I stated it. They say governance, it is saying you are. Governance, it is saying you are. And that is why it's not everybody who can govern. They are come. We say in 2013. Tabulated pink sheet after pink sheet, results after results. We were proving to everything that we had done. We find now, now after ECD, now they are compare. Even at that stage, Jaju Tata catch here and say, or catch here and judges and say, the EC has no right or no obligation to give us their AEFNs and their tabulated results to cross-check. And then, when him say, would you over to me go J ECD just to cross-check? So what the judges were asking say, Fawood bra. Wo say wo die ni fa wo die bra na yen fa ECD no before we can compare. Wo say you don't have anything to give us, so why do you expect me say me go catch ECD say omo fa mo die bro? Just like this same sheet I mean who we make catch say even when you look at the time and everything no, it is wrong no, and it tells me straight away say this is a paper dead on arrival no. That same way say ECD go fa mo die no bra, they can go and do fictitious things. Sign people's signatures and they come and show say they are good at doing that. They are good at misleading people. Are so good at making sure that they throw dust into the public's eye. Mr. Where we've reached as a country, you know, if we don't move ahead, if we don't work and make sure that Ghanaians in general, as I said, bus any accident, when the driver is not moving the car, no, at the end of the day we all lose out. Mr. Ghanaians should see omon share their omon share Juma NDC this year and ask whether this is the better alternative.
Okay. Adwa konedu ma for sayadansefo mi no NDC for do omko nyina no ewo na edi party ni hwambo enye electoral commission ye bibia
adansefo no na adansefo na kasa the petitioner na kasa na edi party ni hwambo. Okay. The petitioner na kasa na edi party ni hwambo. Mate. Now, because Mr. What the idea like I told you, when you go to the bank, I will sheet no. We feel say we are confident. Say, Sika will try no 10,000 Ghana cedis. You will take your duplicate and go and show it. Say, listen, Sika me try 10,000 Ghana cedis. Me duplicate in message I will send him 9,000 Ghana cedis. Message in where What is the problem?
Maybe I'm duplicating no sayira.
I leave it to Ghanaians to judge.
Maybe I'm duplicating naira.
And yeah, you be na wudi bi. One ye bi.
Maybe I'm duplicating.
And this has never been able to tabulate results in this country.
Yo, adwa kuna do ma for say adance for me no ekwa na mo. Wo ne di edis for hwa mo na mo na nye electoral commission. Na hwe so de ma ye nie. Ose emfa ne say bi a ye diska kakraka bi am ase hwe sika no so. Na obi aba ka che say bra ba je ko to nsuo ma me na wo je sika no ho. Oba no odipa se sika nde kwa wana bible mu no o blemu ho ana se de o ka se ko to nsuo no bra na bible mu no eno ade ba ko de ba o se ne de no na wenso de ode ba ye nie o se kwasi opon o se ayade NDC bitumi abebu o man bio sense o mu ne pepepe bia bepe bia ede ma o man Ghana Sandra Usu Sandra Medase papa Haruna I say, oh, okay. Sir Haruna, I say my name is TK. I na community 20 in someone. I na wa o try ten do you to make kind. The bia o de ba e do so do. I na wo twa ne tia wa me de yetumi nyabre ahwemu akenkan. Nima to salami e kire say. Iwo nye din na electoral commissioner Eraje Mensa nyakopon etiase na bopa no ho ntoma pa. O so di ode abani na yenhwe kwadwo
aja
Tausima be mienu
Kojo bebe no. Maybe say assemble. Even let's assume without even knowing, say the sheet here correct. If your agent walks out of a room, now one sign here, is it the electoral commission say you to come and hold them? That's their on the sheet there's a column stating that if I have an issue, if I have an issue, metro. It is the one here, and yesterday in court they showed it today. Hey,
and so you should no see enye noa.
Enye noa na dey onwa won dey. They are dreaming.
Me that say
first of all, documents am dey buy.
Fake.
Oh me patch up please. We electoral commission document. And no man back no wa beji atum. And you see they sought to justify. So na constituency back home count. Na say constituency back home count. Enu nti ye feel we na last one na buy e nti na me ye ko feel we. Na se wa ya feel we awia sen we odi agent dia ma na ma ne kɔ na se bia bɛka ho a ɛba ne sen de bia bɛka ho no ye number no so fidie number no ne yɛ on frɛ ne ma ne ma na wɔn ma no mesan uye no so to nkyɛn ɔse o isi ne de na on nkrata na gu ne website look General Sedu Nketia ne witness statement paragraph 32-33 of Sedu Nketia obi ankɔpɛ bi no nkan o have witness statement na paragraph 32-33 na okasa about is in summary sheet ya or they go ne website eno ne yakofa ya enkikabomu no ye hunu say total valid vote no cry different from your other court a different from your other on the knife a different from your other on the theft nti eba ne say nipa baako eba de ne yetumi agiwadi enti no dey go ne website ne dey eno no is neither here nor there eno nti yes no dey go ne website
where is yours to come
enti no one find the emma ebio okasio in 2012 no kra no omde applications abai chachuka takase ye montu you see and some am so omonti asie ye papa look 2012 scenario no is different from a scenario na 2012 scenario no friends in Ghana friends a Supreme Court law report page 61 hono na sa rule ne ye dan ewo na in 2012 no nana danko akufo ade ne MPP womo ade ye friends womo ankasa resource and no de back court no so court we ko so ha enti twa ema baako mako 4 million mu ana court ne say okay wo de aba ya hwe won onkrata ni ne ya hwe na so wo gitum say onkrata na original original duplicate of the original wo gitum ana wo say o ma isi ni mfa na onkrata na court ne say da bi wa giatum say ne ukura no original duplicate of the original dia e de enti na wo say me ma ya friend say compare isi ne de edeba na unyi ne ede na ade ban be ka say yemfa ntwa 4 million mbam and the court ne boy about to here and this is totally different from your case no empanyinfo anase bible say wanumu asem ana ye be bua obem ana ye be bua ofo yesi nia isi no ono ankasa ne ma ode ba ye obeboboye no sebi o kika bomu a obi an wo nya 50+1 yemfa aye shit bi anye den court we are based on the EC's own declaration and EC na the document
na udi di say EC dia mo gina so ebetumi aye adwuma mamode
aja ana na machire o se amamra no na kire
okay
article 63
okay
enti se amamra no na kire se na o se ye na dia na ne ye kan na chese no kuro bi ye den ewom
kwaju
hwe aja kwabra afi na me di twato se na den no amfa mo tabulated ayi amfa ma se ndra eye chatusi kata e ka kire justice ya wapo say sa question no obisa na it was irrelevant na ehun
to him
yes ehun hia because asama ye de aba court yes nia isi no ankasa na numu asem e no no ankasa ni declaration ye gina so ya mfa aya ye friend say ibi amase mo ye incident na baby sa question
okay
in any case who organizes the elections is it not the electoral commissioner eti de ntina uba baby say say ye fa ya de amra ye de isi na ankasa ni figures and no ye de ba court say ye ba be di asem ya fa ya ankasa ye figures so it was irrelevant
medase
Eja, Michelle Adeba Kope say when you want to prove someone wrong, who person will say nipa kro or your kotomponi, you show your own as against nipa kro there. Then that is where now they ask questions to clash. When to me and chair there, we say me you see easy there, me you see easy there. And so then the chair we say dia wo kanu, yenji wontu.
Okay.
Please.
Yes dandru wa na obehu ni nyina kojo medase na kwesi opon se NDC for wonya numudwa no na wo mu ni bibia ni babia wo de onya bia Don Simpson enso se Ghana bibi koso Francis Edu so se minidi Francis Edu o se wo mo twen German sapa wo chena ebe de UTV ebe yi akere mu nti mo hye no so o chena for UTV no to UTV na ko nyina mane na ho na wira nkonkofi enna ho o chena Supreme Court kwa setena said the any dano ye be ye no sa pepe e de amamo wo chena enso enti na eno na seda na me de ma Kujo Dankwa okasama NDC na fe Alfred Thompson ebe kasama NPP ama yukunu na happy birthday ko e de ama awura bi me cameraman ahofe obi e fra na ahofe bia no nokure na ne ho nya fe ba ye ta fra na ahofe ye nsamna ne Benita owo Presbyterian Women Training College wo Ebri fi Jacob Kubi ho o se o ma happy birthday Benita de ka hone de wan fa ma nti Benita no awie ye de besia na machia Saji Deputy Nadmo Coordinator Saji Saji hwehwɛ mi no nua me ya me ne na boss me ono Pius Enam Hajide na Razak Abubakar former Kintapo DC or Meridian from Motema Saji hwehwɛ me Pius hwehwɛ
omeni abre
omuni memi obutanti makrobeto bakwa wetu mo ho na mo bi hu enti ma wunyina chi anope so na eyechebi
oyero esa ofi ndc by because baby onu ye be chen nkotombo sa cha no ase
echebe de munyina ase e de aseda amadi suwe ene aboafo bo akriwa wa chire chinchim fide ne ma nyina no aseda psa ebeko de ama o yenya kopon ye ho ayadom o chena e be hia koso hwe UTV sansa is all about COVID-19 no eye real enti misrawo a saade ewi ma fe ni agro mimi sei no abere bia no me hye ene ye betena ha nso a ye wisie ye wa hai epunu ha nyina se nkane ye punu kukom ahina mu di nsogu mu no machine ye sie e wisie nko ne film se popopopopopo e basa nti abere bia no nso bomade aso be hye wo de mimi be sorry minya free afi wisie ne mu anakpa ne tare me hwene ano na o chene bia asafoforo bia ankoba de ho ase se wogwatso ebo ye ho ba na otenetene yen e na adom o chene e be hia yakram da mu nyina se ma mo ne hwe nso